It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Detroit Pistons. Looking at the Pistons, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. And tonight, we'll see Andre Drummond, one of the more voracious rebounders in league history. But Shaq, where does he stand as a franchise-level player?
Well, he affects winning, but he can hurt the floor spacing, Kenny.
Well, if this was in the 90s, you know, his offense, he could become a franchise player. But the way the game is played now, it's not. But he has a consistent motor, and he is a beast.
You know who else is a beast?
Who's that?
Kevin Harlan, standing by courtside.
It's the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Detroit Pistons. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. The Hornets hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. And, of course, Kemba Walker. He's a guy you can't replace so easily.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
And Steve, tonight, a lot of players who are very, very explosive. It could basically be one long highlight reel tonight.
It is. We have some guys that you get a chance to jump out of your seat and scream. When you see guys getting dunks, the quickness off the dribble, I mean, I'm impressed, Kevin, to watch the athleticism to go along with the skill set.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. The big men are Griffin and Drummond. Tony Snell is out there with Derrick Rose, and it's Kennard in at the threesome. And so Griffin will bring it up for Detroit. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a problem anytime, but especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort.
And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. And Zeller kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Monk. Just 5 to shoot. The tray. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. To the inside. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Rose.
This is where Blake does most of his damage. Just get him the rock inside the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Rose. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Griffin passes to Drummond. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
You have to block out better than that. Drummond, one of the best in the league at converting off the glass.
Pass to Bridges. Shoots over Griffin. Bridges misses.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
Snell, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Griffin with the steal. Now the pass to Kennard. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist. Kennard's shot is off. A slow start for Charlotte in this one. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Bridges. And it's Rozier missing.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Look at the Hornets. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon. And, of course, there's the Pistons, a half game back.
And checking out Detroit, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
They really have. And maybe it's not the time to close the book on their season just yet, but that time isn't far off.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
In the past, Detroit put Andre Drummond in the middle, surrounded him with shooters. With Griffin in the fold, more of a classic front court pairing for the Pistons.
And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams. Fifth on the list, the Hornets.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Bridges, no one around him. Hits the three-point bomb. Bridges has got his first 3 points of the game. Steve, the Pistons, 4 shooters, 1 big man model. Much more common nowadays.
Yeah, well, the Pistons can stagger Drummond and Griffin's minutes to get more shooting on the floor. Even playing together, I think they complement each other pretty well.
And it's Drummond missing. Hornets trail by 3. 17-foot shot on the way. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
That's what Griffin is known for best, his unreal vertical, which allows him to go over defenders.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Fatigue comes into play when games go into overtime, and you saw they just had no gas left in the tank in that loss.
The Hornets shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. As we reach the halfway point in the season, Steve, how much does a team's depth start to play a part?
It plays a lot. I mean, if you have lack of it, then you start to see the guys that needed some rest or those nagging injuries, you can't rest them. You got to play them, especially if you're jockeying for position, looking down the road for playoffs. And then the teams who are, I would say, have all the depth in the world, those coaches have it great. They get a chance to pick and choose. They sit some guys. I know the league doesn't like that, and they get a chance to start some other guys. They manage minutes and manage injuries very well when you have a deep team.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Passes it to Monk. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Rozier looking around. 5 to shoot. For the 3. Charlotte no good that time either.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Kennard kicks to Snell. Pass to Kennard. Over Kid Gilchrist. Tries again. Here's Drummond. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Charlotte. Mack comes in for Terry Rozier. Then for the Pistons, Markieff Morris comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Calderon in for Derrick Rose. Bridges with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Some nice passing here by Charlotte. Charlotte no good that time either. Pistons leading by 7. Here's Drummond. Knocked away. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Blake Griffin. Averaging about 23 points per, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And his big night wasn't limited to his offense. His steals numbers were way up there, and it was a special night for him in just about every way.
This is what your spacing is designed to do. Find cracks in the defense.
Calderon finds Griffin. Here's Morris. That one's not going to go. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Makes it off the glass.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Calderon taking his time here. Griffin down low. He's covered by Matt. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And Smitty, Blake Griffin last season acquired by Detroit at mid-year. How do you like the fit for him with the Pistons?
You know, they needed a playmaker and a shot creator. Also gives them some star power. Putting fans in the seats, that matters.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Biombo, he's checked in for Bridges. Williams comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Batum in for Monk. A free throw drops for Griffin.
Blake Griffin has made significant improvement as a shooter over the years. He's been working with his shooting coach. He's rewired his shooting form.
Charlotte calls timeout. Steve, you talk about Griffin changing his shooting form. How is it different now than when he started?
Well, he releases it now on the way up, jumping straight up and down. A higher release gets more arc on the ball. Making a new motion feel normal takes a tremendous amount of work and repetition.
Hornets trail by 6. Now we go to David Aldridge, who spoke with James Borrego. David.
Well, Kevin, he expects their interior defense to be airtight. He said rim protection is something we really do well. Our ability to contest shots allows us to become more aggressive on the perimeter. Makes it a win-win. We'll see if all of that holds up for them tonight. Back to you.
Thanks very much, David. Did you guys see this game playing out as a defensive battle?
If they get their way, it will be. They're coming in with the idea that they can win this game with their defense.
Well, if they've done it before, sounds like their goal is the same as always. Cause as many problems as possible with their D and never let up at that end of the floor.
Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte. Inside. In the corner, it's Galloway. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 3 assists in the game. Charlotte's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Mack on top. He's guarded by Calderon. And Mack kicks to Batum. Pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Batum. And so Galloway with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They have a 9-point lead. It's coming off that win against Minnesota.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
They did a good job of controlling the tempo, playing at a speed that suits their offense.
The free throw drops for Pachulia. Smitty, we've asked you in the past about what you miss the most about playing. What is something that you don't miss about playing?
You know, I think the travel time away from your family. That's the one thing I didn't miss. And obviously when you're a team, that becomes your second family and you get a chance to be around those guys. But when you're gone away from home, the amount of days and times that we are, that's the thing I really don't miss, Kevin.
Hornets trail by 11. And here is Mack. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Williams for 3. Rebounded by Maker. The Pistons have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Galloway, the pass to Pachulia. Back to Galloway. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
On the wing, Morris. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Maker. Drills it from outside. Maker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Mack looking around. He kicks it to Williams. Here's Batum. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Calderon, a 12-point game. Morris, left side. Launches a 3. The shot's no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Pistons leading by 12. Up top, Pachulia. Now Calderon. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Galloway. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They are just killing them on the interior.
So it's the Hornets now. Now here's Mack. Out to the wing. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Back to Mack. Clock at 4. Off target with his 3. Detroit's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. In 4th, the Pistons.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
And the first one drops.
The new head coach of Detroit is Dwayne Casey. They're lucky he was available. He guided the Raptors to a franchise best 59 wins last season, and he was the coach of the year.
Galloway hits both of them. And it goes to show you that any coach can get fired. Casey, one of the most successful, highly regarded coaches in the league. And Smitty still got let go.
If you learn about all he's overcome, all the tough jobs he's worked in the past, you knew he'd take it on the chin and keep on trucking.
Now here's Matt. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Here are the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Galloway finds Pachulia. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And here we can check out the story on Nicholas Batum. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Steve, we talk a lot about team defense, but who in your mind are some of the best on-ball defenders in the game now?
Kawhi Leonard is fantastic. Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, Draymond Green does a nice job. Even Klay Thompson, he's asked to guard a whole bunch of different guys. The list goes on and on of guys being able to slide their feet without fouling. It's beautiful to watch.
Now here's Batum. It's stolen by Maker. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Count the basket. Galloway has got 9.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
So Mack will bring it up for Charlotte. 17-point game. On the wing, Williams from downtown. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Rose surveying the D. Here's Galloway, defended by Batum. The pass to Maker. Out left to the wing. And here's Morris for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Morris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Charlotte shooting 33% here in the first quarter. 1:11 left in the first quarter. And Batum kicks to Mack. To the inside. Biombo. And then Biombo with the dunk.
An effective passer and a good scorer, too.
Pistons leading by 18. Passes it to Maker. From deep. That one doesn't go. Out to the wing. Here's Mack. Rebound by the Pistons. Maker's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Now here's Batum. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. 17 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Rose. He's covered by Mack. And here's Rose. Here's Maker. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so is Detroit, taking a 19-point lead into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And Stephen Clark, Pistons pretty much in control here.
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
These guys have quick hands. You have to protect the ball around all of them.
Hornets trail by 19. We've got Rozier. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Bridges. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Monk in at the 2 spot. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. And Kidd-Gilchrist gets it to go in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Snell, the pass to Maker. Here's Snell over Monk. Snell, no good. Rozier against Rose. Now Rozier. And the call will be against Thon Maker. That's his first foul. Here's Rozier. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Pistons leading by 17.
Andre Drummond, a prototype athlete at the center position. He checks every box. Leaping ability, lateral mobility, you name it.
Pass to Monk. Rose against Rozier. Kicks it to Monk. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls it up. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Pistons.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Snell kicks to Maker. Back to Snell. Pass to Kennard. Hits the three-point bomb. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Find some space out beyond the arc.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Kid Gilchrist, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Kid Gilchrist has got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. Over to the wing. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. The three-pointer is right on target. Detroit leading by 17. Outside Rose. The pass to Drummond. Here's Kennard. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Passes it to Monk. Rozier with the ball. Now, here's Monk. He's coming off a 19-point game against Cleveland.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this league, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Well, we know, Steve, the GMs are in a tough position in this NBA. Trying to win, obviously, is the #1 desire, but they got to balance everyone's view of the landscape. Winning now as opposed to looking what's best for the future.
And it's totally hard because we all understand what happens because you get penalized at the end of the year if you're not a team that's, you know, pretty much locked in the playoffs. You almost want to lose games to get a chance to have a better chance to getting a higher draft pick. I think this is something that over the course of the next few seasons, this will be looked at very closely. And that can't happen. Missing the wide open chip shot.
Pass to Rozier. And here is Monk. Shot clock at 6. Unloads from 13. And Griffin sends it back.
I love the defensive intensity from Blake Griffin on that play.
Snell. And nothing is falling for him right now. Hornets trail by 15. Here's Kid Gilchrist, drilled from 11 feet out. Kid Gilchrist has got 6 here in this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rozier against Rose. He kicks it to Snell. Shoots over Bridges. Again, the miss by the Pistons. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Here's Snell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Pistons have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And he knocks down the first one. That one is no good. Steve, looks like we may not have any more sleeved jerseys anymore. As you look back, is this the end of an era or the end of an error, a mistake?
Either way, I am happy, Kevin. I just didn't like the look.
I am too.
And I can imagine being a player, being able to try to shoot the basketball with sleeves.
It made no sense.
Not at all. So I'm looking forward not to see the guys wearing, I would call it T-shirts.
Yeah. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
He hits both from the stripe. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte. They trail by 16. Charlotte calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And a brief look now at who's leading the league in the rebound department. Second, Andre Drummond.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Rozier against Rose. Zeller with it. He had 15 points last outing. And there's Bridges on the assist by Zeller. Bridges has got his second bucket of the night.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Drummond finds Snell. Pistons passing it around. Shots good by Kennard.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Hornets trail by 17. And here is Rozier. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the high post. That one doesn't drop. And it's Detroit the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. And Griffin slams it in.
Blake Griffin was pointing his finger to throw it up way high, and he went, got it, and dunked it home.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here's Rozier. Monk kicks to Zeller. Inside. Monk's shot's good. Monk's got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Zeller. Williams comes in for Bridges. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Monk. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Rozier. And a different look here for the Pistons. Pachulia, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Morris comes in for Luke Kennard. Langston Galloway's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Calderon in for Rose. Now, here is Morris. He had 10 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Hornets trail by 17. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Over in the corner, Williams. A three-pointer, no good. The Pistons have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Galloway dishes to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
Now here's Matt. Not a lot of room. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Galloway, defended by Batum. Down low, it's deflected. Batum with the steal. Right wing. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Big difference from the first quarter to the second. His shot looks completely in rhythm now.
The Hornets have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And the Hornets making a change here. Biombo's checked in.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw, no good for Mack.
And really, Shelvin Mack is more than a perimeter scorer. He's a good distributor and a great teammate.
Griffin passes to Pachulia. Back to Griffin. Kicks to Galloway. Here's Calderon. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Mack. 7 points in the game. Outside for Batum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Batum's got his second bucket of the night.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside. Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Here's where Galloway excels. Better off the catch than initiating.
Mack finds Williams. Now Hernan Gomez. Back to Williams. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Williams has got 5. And for Batum, a steady vet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, and that infamous summer of 2016 with the cap spike. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy. That's a pretty penny.
And here's Mack now. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 15-point game. With the teardrop, and it goes down 2 points. 9 points in the game so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
A different look here for Detroit. Thon Maker's checked in for Pachulia. Thomas comes in for Langston Galloway. And Tim Frazier subbed in for Jose Calderon. Now Frazier. And Thomas has it in the corner. Hornets trail by 13. Now here's Mack. 9 points in the game so far. Shots good by Hernangomez.
Really love the vision of Mack. Always on the lookout to feed the ball to his guys.
Detroit's going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. Detroit, no good that time either. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Batum attacking. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Batum's got his 3rd bucket of the night. 1:12 left in the second quarter. Now here's Frazier. He's covered by Mack. And here's Morris for 3. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Morris has got 6 points.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be. Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Charlotte shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And he's good on the second. .52 seconds left in the first half of the game. Batum against Thomas. Shoots over Batum. Got a hand on it. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. Hernangomez kicks to Biyombo. Batum wide open. He fires. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. He's got 9.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Pistons leading by 9. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. It's stolen by Mack. Pass to Batum. Back to Mack. Now the pass to Hernangomez. 1 second left. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Blake Griffin getting it done for Detroit. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, you guys have gotten defense into offense. How do you keep that going?
Push the ball. We always want to push the ball after stops. But again, we got to make good decisions. We don't want to come down and give it right back to them and let them run it down our throats to the other end. Run the ball, wings get out and run, pass it ahead, but then make good decisions and attack the basket.
Dwayne, good luck the rest of the way. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He had 16 points, 4 assists, and 1 block. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
Well, they were really in attack mode. The most telling stat is how many times they got to the free throw line. They weren't all afraid to get their hand and get those elbows dirty. You know I'm a specialist when it comes to the elbows, Ernie.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Charlotte?
Percentage-wise, they were in the low 30s. That's right, low 30s from beyond the arc. That won't get it done. Every team in the league now relies on some level of consistent production from the three-point line. But if you dug yourself a hole and you aren't a three-point shooting team, that needs to change.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Hornets trail by 9. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. The athletic front pair is Griffin and Drummond. Derrick Rose is out there with Tony Snell. And it's Kennard in at the 3.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
Rozier with the ball. Griffin with the steal. Here's Kennard. In the corner, Snell with it. Passes it to Drummond. To the middle. Here's Rose. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Rose has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pistons. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Rozier, the pass to Monk. He dishes it to Bridges. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. 6 on the shot clock. Now the feed to Zeller. Here's Kid Gilchrist.
A very disappointing start to this half. 3 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Kennard kicks to Snell. And another 3 for Detroit.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Hornets trail by 14. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Left side, Kid Gilchrist. The shot, no good. Now the Pistons take it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead.
Off target right now. 4 straight misses coming out of the half. Great play calling. The execution. 3 for 3 to start the half.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Rozier missing.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And good that time.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Poked away. Snell from outside, and another 3 for Detroit.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, is too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Miles Bridges. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's right around 13 points a night, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
And look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Griffin.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around, as his energy is contagious out there right now.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Inside, here's Kid Gilchrist. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by Detroit.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
One shot.
Free throw good, Michael Kid Gilchrist. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Rose kicks to Griffin. Back to Rose. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And the Pistons lead by 21. The Hornets have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Up top, Kid Gilchrist. He's covered by Rose. And here is Rozier. 4 on the clock. From deep. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Pachulia, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Hornets trail by 21. And Andre Drummond, an incredible combination of size and athleticism. Steve, any players that he reminds you of?
You know, a young Dwight Howard. He's also been compared to a more athletic Moses Malone. Drummond's rebounding numbers back that up.
Detroit's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I mean, tremendous body control in the air. Andre with the easy catch and flush.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here's Rozier, Kid Gilchrist, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Here's Snell, 13 points in the game. Left side Rose. To the wing on the left. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Here's Drummond. Hits the front of the rim and out. And the foul on Derrick Rose. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Hornets trail by 19. Now Monk. Pass to Bridges, to the paint. Pachulia with the steal.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Deflects the pass. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rose has got 6 points in the quarter. The Hornets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Rozier kicks to Monk. Pass to Bridges. Over Drummond. Bridges misses.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone. And it's good, 2 points. Rozier's got 5 now.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Pistons leading by 19. Snell kicks to Drummond. Here's Snell. He's got 13. Pachulia with a clean look. Great look, but off the mark. Rozier against Rose. Monk, no one around him. Second shot opportunity. And Zeller with the lay-in. Zeller's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. poor defensive rebounding for them.
Here's Snell. Here's Kennard. Here's Pachulia. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. He's got 7.
And this is how Pachulia gets a lot of his points. Crashing the glass.
Rose against Rozier. He kicks to Monk. Six to shoot. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Misses off the left iron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Snell, no good.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Pushing it up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Andre Drummond seeking out contact because he's okay at the free throw line now.
For Detroit, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
Andre Drummond's games has to improve at the free throw line if he wants to be a go-to player.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. He hits the second from the line. Hornets trail by 20. The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That free throw missing, and the Pistons making a change here. Rose is checked in. And he sinks the second. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Detroit. 22 is their biggest lead. Goes up on the wing, and the rebound goes to the Hornets. Gomez has got his 5th rebound in this one, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
No good on that one. No luck that time either. Pistons leading by 19 to the wing right side. Here's Kennard. Lays it up off the glass. Kennard's got 4 this quarter.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Mack with the ball. Working on Rose. Gomez kicks to Williams. His 3-pointers off the mark. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. That one is off. And he sinks the second. Pistons leading by 20. Now here's Rose. 6 points for him. He feeds it to Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Charlotte has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Mack with the ball. 10 points for him. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Rose passes to Maker. And here is Drummond. He's got 9. A 3 from Morris. Buries it from three-point range. Morris has got 9 points.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's got 8, and the basket is good. Hernan Gomez has got 4 this quarter.
You like how he uses his height there.
Sure, working the in-between area. Not many guys with the length to bother him.
Here's Morris. Williams with the defensive effort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Yes, that goes in. And that's 11 points for Batum.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
Kennard kicks to Maker. There's the pass to Kennard. The Pistons working the ball around now. Now here's Drummond, covered by Biyombo. Morris, no good. Hornets trail by 19. Puts up a 3. The shot by Batum, no good. Inside, out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Luke Kennard, the 12th pick in the 2017 draft out of Duke, an outstanding shooter and has a lot more to show in this game.
Griffin's checked in for Andre Drummond. Now here's Mack. He's got 10. Batum scanning the floor. Back to Mack. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game. And Kennard, Smitty, went 1 pick in front of Rookie of the Year contender Donovan Mitchell. Some Piston fans ticked off about that.
Yeah, I understand. But he was top 20 in three-point percentage right out of the gates. It's not just about year one. I think Kennard has a chance to be good.
Here's Griffin. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
On the attack all evening. Not sure at this point what can slow Blake Griffin down.
Graham kicks to Mack. To the inside, Hernan Gomez.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Here's Rose. 6 points for him. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That'll be his second foul of the game. Johnny Snell's checked in for Detroit. Calderon comes in for Derrick Rose. There's 25 seconds left in the third. Calderon kicks to Griffin. Shoots over Batum. Griffin's shot is off. And it's Kid Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Trailing by 17. The Hornets have really been struggling with their free throws. Only made 5. More misses than makes so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. Detroit leading by 15. Now Calderon. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. From deep. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Detroit up by 15. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Solid defense wins this game right here. All right, getting stops and take whatever offense gives it. Keep moving the basketball. Solid.
Well, just taking things one, step at a time, Greg, imploring his guys to be smart with the ball.
A sound strategy. Dwayne Casey proving what a great communicator he is.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Hernan Gomez. Batuma's out there with Shelvin Mack. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Zeller in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now here's Zeller. In the corner, it's Kidd-Gilchrist. Fades back. And that one goes long.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
No one covering. And 11 points for Thon Maker. Hornets trail by 20. Feeds it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Here's Hernan Gomez. Outside Kidd-Gilchrist. 6 to shoot. Another shot, and it's Griffin with the rebound. Pistons leading by 20. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Smitty, you're looking around the league right now. Certain players extremely smart. Which guys do you think will make the transition the easiest from player to coach?
Some guys that stick out. Chris Paul, I think Mike Conley, LeBron James, obviously. Those guys, they just stick out. You can see their coaches on the floor, Draymond Green. They just have a way because they have those leadership qualities, and also they play the game the right way. They have such a good understanding and a good feel. Those are some of the guys that stand out for me.
That was a good list. You're right. Terry Rozier's checked in for Charlotte. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Kennard's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Hornets have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Mack dishes to Kidd-Gilchrist. And they get it. Good work defensively by Morris.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Got that one up quick. Snell's got 11 in the 2nd half.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
Rozier kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Back to Rozier. Charlotte no good that time either.
He just can't get it cranked up from beyond the arc. No threes in this half after just hitting 1 in the first.
Took him no time at all on that one. Snell's got 6 in the quarter.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Here's Rozier after the basket by Detroit. It's stolen by Maker. Lets it go with a 3. And Griffin scores. The assist by Maker. Maker's got 3 assists tonight.
First 3 of the half, 2nd of the game. Can he heat up?
Now here's Rozier. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Tough to cut into a lead when you can't make shots. He's been off all period.
The shot's good from Griffin.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
You know what they've done? They've been aggressive on both ends. That's showing up on the scoreboard.
It's good.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by the Pistons.
Detroit's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Kennard kicks to Snell. In the corner, it's Maker. Nice ball movement by Detroit. From 15 feet away, Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Rozier, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Detroit. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But he also give those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
So he gets them both. And it's Frazier with the ball for Detroit. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
The highest percentage shot on the floor. Zaza likes to get his points at the rim.
Rozier, the pass to Biyombo. Passes it to Bacon. The kick out to Rozier. 5 on the clock. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets.
And that game against the Wizards, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Kicks to Biyombo. Rebound by the Pistons.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Bacon pulls it down. Charlotte's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Rozier. Pass to Biyombo. The baseline J off the mark.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
And the basket by Thomas.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
You know, plenty of teams, they try this strategy. Works when you're hot, but works against you when you're not.
That one good for 2.
Great eye contact. Guys working in tandem in the paint.
Detroit's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Pass to Frazier. Puts up a 3. And no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
The pass to Pachulia. Now here's Thomas. Wide open. Drained for 2 points.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Pass to Bacon. Well, we've seen the growth of the G League, especially in how much it's been utilized for player development. A lot of guys going up to the NBA level. Steve, how do you think we'll see this evolve over the next 10 years?
I think the G League and this partnership with the NBA and teams has been fantastic. It's kind of similar to baseball right now in the minor leagues, and the teams have done a great job of having the flexibility to bring guys up and down. I love it for a lot of these young guys to get a chance to develop and also be a part of, I would say, the big team.
Excellent point. Charlotte shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Rozier against Frazier. The floater, and Rozier with the nice bucket inside.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Rozier against Frazier. Thomas gets a wide open look. Misses the three. Charlotte has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And it's Rozier missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
A nice shot by Frazier.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Rozier. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
One shot, behind the lanes.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific, in quotation, a players-only meeting, there's a lot of things that are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches or general manager. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
Detroit's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Galloway kicks to Calderon. Offline with his three. So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. That misses off the backboard. And, well, Detroit shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Fires from the corner. No good that time. And Charlotte will come the other way. And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hornets shooting well. They're at 45%. Now, here's Rozier. He's tightly guarded. Hernangomez with the ball.
Good job by Langston Galloway, staying on balance on the defensive end and contesting that shot.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the second game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
When he gets into one of these grooves, you never know how long they're going to last. Sometimes they go on and on and on.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Hernangomez. The Hornets shooting an appalling 26% in the fourth quarter. Calderon against Rozier. Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that were 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position.
And the Hornets making a change here. Batum's checked in. Pass to Bacon. And Griffin sends it back. Calderon against Rozier. Calderon kicks to Griffin. Trying to get something going. Calderon, no good. 1:43 left in the fourth. On the wing, Williams launches a three. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Calderon. Over Rozier. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Biombo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pistons.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Blake Griffin.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
So it's Detroit now after the basket by Charlotte. Galloway finds Griffin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Maker, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Calderon for 3. Rebound by Williams. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 15-6 run. And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's Charlotte with it. Williams passes to Rozier. Batum for 3. Drains the three-pointer. And the Pistons with possession here. And so the Pistons can now just hold on to the ball. Now here's Maker, covered by Biombo, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. That's a foul on Charlotte.
That was a move of a crafty veteran. Calderon catching the defender out of position, draws the foul.
That's good from Calderon. And Calderon drops them both.
If you're looking for a guy to knock down free throws, look no further than this guy, Jose Calderon.
And here is Graham. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, Blake. Another good night of work offensively. How does the team build on this?
Just keep that rhythm. You know, we're not always going to hit shots every night. Some nights the shots aren't going to fall. So just keeping that rhythm, keeping the ball moving, talking on defense, and relying on each other.
Congrats on a great win, Blake. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.